Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're just out today for a local bushcraft camp. No overnighter, just a day in the local woods. Probably gonna have a brew, cook up some noodles, do a bit of tarpology and a swing in the hammock, I think. So it's just getting out there, resetting those, resetting the button. And as I say, come along with us, and hopefully I might be able to do some skills as well. So come along with us and enjoy. This is an old ancient woodland that I'm in, so yeah, with plenty of dead wood. It'll be quite wet, so we'll have a bit of firelight in practice, I think. I haven't been out bushcrafting for quite a few weeks now. I've predominantly been working on sort of hill camps and trail walking, but I certainly do want to get back into this. But like I say, this video, I put this video on because I'm waiting for my new tent to come back from Durston. As you've probably seen in one of my last videos, Durston, my Durston Next Mid 1 failed. I think it was a fabric failure. So Durston have been brilliant about it, you know. Within an hour and a half of contacting them, they've decided to replace the fly. So I'm well happy with that. So big it up to Durston. But once that comes, I'll do a video on that as well, because I think it's fair to give a positive comment. I was quite disappointed with what had happened, but such is life, you know. But like I say, they can't be any fairer than what they've been. So happy me, really, you know. So I'll bring you back when we get into the woods. Right guys, I'm in location now. I'm gonna get the tarp and hammock set up, but first of all we'll get a ridge line popped up, so I'll spin you around and you can watch that being done. Right guys, so that's my camp set up. You can see my tarp just up the top here, just up there. My hammock, that's my coat just squared away there, and then I'll show you that's my gear all squared away. So I'm just on the German Army mat, and then what we've got down here is just all my gear. So I've got my cooking pot, I've got my cup, my silky big boy saw, schmag and gloves, some cordage, and then my fire kit and possibles kit, which is just in the top there. So what we'll do is we're going to go and get some so what we'll do now is we'll go and get some firewood, and then I think I'll have a little Bushbox fire, get a brew on, and right, just going through starting the fire. So at the top here we've got birch bark, just paper birch bark. That'll take a spark from the ferro rod. Matchstick twigs, then going up half finger size, and then actual sticks. What I tend to do with the Bushbox is I'll load the sticks in and tend to have a fire on top of the sticks. That's what I normally would do, and that helps you have more coals and fire lasts longer, you know. So like, you can lay them down, you can put them diagonal, whatever. I think I've cut some of these a bit too long, but stick them in. Good thing about having a firebox or Bushbox is that you can you're not going to have big fire on the ground, you know. So just stick a load of sticks in like that, and then what we'll do is we'll put our birch bark in, load that into there. Once you've loaded your birch bark in, you then need to take your ferrocerium rod. I just got one of these big rods, no fancy handle or anything. Basically on the handles just duct tape, holding it on with a bit of a lanyard, and that's great because that's tinder itself if you need to start a fire. And then just use the back of your knife, 90-degree spine on your knife, and then put sparks into the actual tinder. There we go, and away we go. So once you've got that going, you then get your small matchstick sized twigs and put them on top. And then when you get your flames come through the top of the sticks, we can get your other sticks and put them at 90 degrees. There we go. Let that burn up. And then just keep adding sticks until your fire gets established. And then what I'll do is that heat will actually go down to the sticks below, so it's starting to dry them out, and then they'll start to obviously start to catch fire. It's just like building a fire, an upside down fire, really, you know. If it's really wet, put logs on the bottom, build your fire on top, and as the heat goes down, that keeps the fire going. Oh, the flies are gone now as well, which is great. A little moss on it, give it a bit of smoke. Time for a swing, I think. Let me keep while that fire dies down. Time to get a brew on now. Yeah, it's just good to be back out for the headspace, you know. If in doubt, just get outside, you know. People, that's what you need to be doing. As I say, cooped up in a house all the time is no good for anybody. So yeah, nice to be back out. Nice to be in the woods as well. Bit of a change. As I say, I wanted to go out on the hills, but with what happened with my tent, I do have another one as well I could use, but it's heavy. It's a heavy tent. And I just didn't want to carry it up the hills, you know. So I thought, right, I'll come out, have an afternoon in the woods. So peaceful, you know. This is only like 3 miles from my doorstep. So you can park, and it's about, to where I am, it's probably about a 5-10 minute walk in. And next weekend's bank holiday, so I'll be away at my parents for the weekend, and then after that, hopefully me tent will be back, so I'll then bring the walk to you. As I say, I did say in the last video that I was going to be doing it this week, but obvious reasons that's not inspired. Right, that's where water boiling. Just like that. Stick that on top of that. Right, cheers everyone. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to put a post up on the community channel to see what you guys what videos you want to see, whether you want more bushcraft or whether you want more walking, hill camping, wild camping, that sort of things, because obviously I'm mindful I'm doing a lot more sort of wild camping and hiking, but I do want to do some more bushcraft stuff, but obviously I want to see what you guys think, so drop it in the comments, or there'll be a poll put up on Wednesday for you guys to have a look at and say what you like and what you don't like. Haven't done that. Yeah, after my bushcraft shelter was destroyed by, I'm presuming it's kids, which is a bit of a pain. I'm not going to be doing any more sort of shelter builds, you know. I think it's pointless. I've had 2 shelters destroyed. It's not worth having a hassle. So I'll probably just be doing like hammock and tarp camps, you know, unless I can get a proper private bit of woodland where it's all sort of fenced off and I can get access to it. That's the only way I'll end up doing another camp now, where it's like a semi-permanent structure. There's too many people going out there building these sort of shelters, but just like leaving pardon my French, nearly swore, leaving rubbish everywhere, you know, like discarded plastic tarps and bottles and fire scars and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, that's not what we're about. We're a bunch of people who are into the outdoors who leave no trace. So unfortunately, these people that go out and do these things are destroying it for others, you know. It's like up the road from, well, say 30 miles from where I live is Harwood Forest, and unfortunately there's people who have had camps in Harwood Forest who are totally spot on. They leave no trace. They tidy up, you know. Yes, you see a semi-permanent structure, but they don't leave any rubbish or anything there, you know. But there's people who've been parking along the road near Witter's Gibbet, and they've been literally out the back of the car, piling it in the forest, having a camp, and just leaving bags of rubbish and garbage everywhere. And ultimately the Forestry Commission have got sick of it, you know, so they're clamping down on it. But that's just one example, you know. The wood I've been in, obviously there's people going there, and it is hard to get to where my camp was, you know. It's not just a quick walk in, so they've had to search through to find it, you know. So yeah, there'll be no more bushcraft camps. But just think trips like this, overnighters, you know, in a forest, you know, maybe there might be a little fire pit dug, but it'll be filled back in and there'll be no trace left, as if we've never ever been there, you know. That's what we're going to be doing in the future. So I've got some product reviews coming up in the future. A couple of companies have reached out to us. The first one's going to be a dehydrated meal company. It's not your run-of-the-mill dehydrated companies. It's very specialist. So watch this space. There'll be a video that will come out on a first look and unpacking of it, and then I'll do some product reviews in the field. So watch this space for that one. So, right, well I'm going to get on, have my noodles, and I'll come back to you guys in a bit. Right guys, well that was a nice afternoon, just chilling out in the hammock in the woods, and yeah, recharge the batteries. So just had about 45 minutes sleep there. So anyway, I'm going to get packed up now and then get out of here and get back home. So, well, that's been a good one. Nice hammock. Can't beat swinging in a hammock like. Next weekend away I'm away with my mum and dad, so it'll be a gear video next weekend, and then hopefully after that I'll be looking at doing my walk. So fingers crossed for that one. So we'll get squared away, and then I'll come back to you. Right guys, that's me all packed up and squared away, ready to walk out. So I'll just show you around. As always, we'll leave no trace. It's a bit of flattened grass where my sheep was. So yeah, it's been a nice afternoon. So I'll say goodbye, and until the next time. Bye now.